Alrighty. Let's get going, why don't we? Right after I mute that monitor stream so I don't have to hear myself twice. Let's see. Absolutely
Asteroid.
nothing should have changed since yesterday because, well, unless the game is playing itself, not yesterday. It would have been, what, day before yesterday? Day before yesterday? I think day before is right. Anyway, unless the game is playing itself and I'm not paying attention. Get over here, you. Okay, be that way then. Let's see.
Asteroid.
I don't know why I'm bothering to pick up lodestone, stuff like that. Probably largely useless, but yet here I am. Ooh, good. Okay, the problem with short jumps like that is that they're hard to, hard not to overshoot. There we go.
Asteroid.
We'll just fly normally to this one. There we go.
Asteroid.
Loot doesn't seem nearly as common in this mod as it does in vanilla. Maybe that's because Xenon aren't just dying left, right, and center. Hello, Caesar. Welcome here. There we go. Now, right over here is a bunch of loot, I think. Unless these are all just mini asteroids. Which is entirely
Mining
likely.
drone. Asteroid.
Yeah. You are indeed the first person to say anything in chat.
Asteroid.
Whether that's actually the first person to show up or not, well, slightly different. But there's a reasonable chance. Okay. There we go.
Asteroid.
Let's go ahead and grab this stuff. Is there going to be more flying in circles around the station? I don't know. Depends on how bored I get. What you're more likely to see is me parked beside a station staring at a text editor while I calculate exactly what kind of station we're going to build. Now, I did most of the calculating last time, but I need to do a little bit more. Because it's very close to the point where we actually need to start building said station. And so I need to figure out what shape it's going to be.
Asteroid.
Oh, that or I might get bored enough that I'll just go say screw it and take the Marauder out and blow something up. Any new combat ships? Not lately.
Container.
Okay, that's ice. I don't want it.
Asteroid.
That, on the other hand. Perfect. Okay. So, There we have an acclimator bringing in some resources. I don't think I have enough money to equip another Star Destroyer right now. Yeah, probably could, but I need to save that money for some other things. So this is coming along quite handily, which means we're gonna have to buy some more miners soon. But not right away. I need to get some stuff built onto the research facility so I can actually start doing research. Trading station's done. Have you missed Borrow Night? Unfortunately, there isn't going to be Borrow Night today. Today? Or was it yesterday it was going to be? Yesterday. There isn't going to be Borrow Night this week in any case because AF had to go on a trip. So screw us, I guess. Is the ISD full of ties? It is indeed full of ties. Well, a mix of ties and scimitar bombers. But yeah, there was no Borrow Night this week. Which sucks, but oh well. I'm thinking part of me wants to do 3 separate stations for ship parts. So it's going to require a bit. It's going to waste a bit of resources than if we combine them all together, but let's start by designing a engine part station, I guess. Because I think this station is... Does it have all the resources it needs? It's close. It just needs a few more deliveries of module prefabs. Speaking of which, what are my... what are my transports doing? I don't think they're sitting around with their thumbs up their butts right now, but you never can tell with the transports. I assume they're probably doing their job. So somewhere around here, I really have no idea where, I'm going to end up putting the... Actually, maybe I'll build it on the research facility. The shipyard. That'd be kind of cool. Build the shipyard onto the research facility. But anyway, let's go ahead and buy a plot. We'll take one that's 5k in every direction. Because the plots don't cost us anything, so we might as well. And I like nice round numbers. And we'll stick it over here, and this will be the engine factory. Okay. So this thing needs 2 engine parts and 1 antimatter converter factory. It's going to need... let's start with storage. It's going to need solid. It's going to need liquid. And it's definitely going to need container. Boom, boom, boom. In fact, I might as well just do 2 container. Because why not? Alright. Now, antimatter converters. Is none of this stuff listed? Okay, things are definitely not listed alphabetically. Alrighty. Piece of shit. Okay, where exactly? Oh, it's on the bottom. Okay. Like that. And then we'll rotate it this way. And boom. Antimatter converters attached. Except I'm going to move it over like that because it looks a little cooler. Boom. Okay. And 2 engine part factories. Not gonna lie, these are kind of cool looking. Okay. We'll put those down here. And we'll just attach them onto the side. Like that. Hello, Sealeth. Welcome here. Okay, now what do these need to run? We need 1,000 microchips. Okay, microchips are produced 12,000 at a time, I think. Yes, so 1 microchip factory. There we go. Something like that. Forget pre 6.0 didn't have the gizmo for moving and rotating parts. Wait, 6.0 has a gizmo for moving and rotating parts? Okay. Star Wars playthrough ended instantly. Switching to the beta. Okay, we can't quite do that. We'll put it up on end though. Like that. Boom. Okay, that looks cool. Indeed it does. Ooh, okay, now I'm excited. Okay. Microchips require 3,600 silicon wafers. Silicon wafers are produced 6,000 at a time. So we need 1 silicon wafer thingy. None of this is listed alphabetically because they hate me. Okay, probably help if I stopped spazzing around, just went through them one at a time. There we go. I am definitely... Piece of shit. I am definitely extremely excited about anything that makes it easier to rotate. Without having to move my camera around constantly. There we go. We just slap that on the end. 3 rings and 3 arrows like you see in some 3D modeling software. Still not perfect. I'd like to see ways to adjust the size of the gizmo, but it's very handy. Oh yeah. I know exactly what kind of gizmo you're talking about. I haven't done much work with 3D modeling, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And it does indeed sound like the thing of my dreams. Okay. Animator converters require also 700 advanced components, which are on here somewhere. Okay. Advanced components produces 2,000 of them, requires graphene and R metals. Or advanced composites, I mean. Actually, what did that even attach to? Oh, it attached to the back of that. Am I okay with that degree of clipping? Kinda. I kind of am okay with that amount of clipping. Because it just clips a little bit. Let's do it. Okay. That requires about 3,000 graphene, about 3,000 R metals. We need about 4,000 R metals for the whole thing then. Which means we need one graphene processor and one R metal processor. Nice and easy. Graphene. Okay. Put that on right there. There's our metals. Damn it. Okay, I think I know how I want to attach this. Go like that. Boom, perfect. Okay, that doesn't look half bad. Now, moving on. Back up to the top of the list here. That covers advanced composites, the microchips, the R metals. Now we just need Tabana cells. And for that, a single Tabana refinery is all we need. Okay. So there we go. Boom. That is unfortunate. But if I rotate it and put it on the other side, it should fit about where I want it to go. Perfect. Okay. Now we just need a couple docking points. And that's it, I think. Well, let's see what we're going to do for docking. We can do the good old E-style harbor and put it across the end of the thing. That should allow the miners to dock. And then we can do the 1M 6S basic and attach it right there. Don't really like that one though. What is this one? Oh, that's that weird harbor. No thanks. Guess we'll just put a basic boring old Imperial docking harbor right there on the side. That actually fills the spine out perfectly. It's going to be hard as heck to ever expand this, but hopefully it's about right. I guess we can always make more stations if you have to. What sort of station are we designing? This makes everything required to build engines. So it makes the engines, and it makes the antimatter converters. And all the intermediate products for them. So you drop off ores and gases, spew out engines and animator converters, as well as other intermediates in large amounts. Yeah, hopefully this works. Am I using Alt to turn it? No. As soon as autosave is done here. Come on, autosave, hurry up. Hello, Mend It Man. Welcome here. Yeah, rotating the camera is just right click to rotate a single item. You just right click it and drag. If you hold shift, then it snaps to whatever angle you set here. Which, by the way, I recommend setting this to 45 degrees. Or 15 degrees also works, but that's can be finicky. Anyway, let's confirm these module changes. We'll hire a builder. There should be one who's not working around here, I think. Maybe not. Actually, no, this guy right here isn't working anymore. Boom. You like 15, but you're using the 6.0 gizmo, so it's probably easier. I usually use 45 just because most things I want to have turned on like a 90 degree. But sometimes I'll change it to 15 to get something positioned just right. The only reason I leave it on 45 is because basically these circular pieces that have 45 degree angle attachments. Otherwise, I'd probably just turn it on 90 and leave it there. But yeah. Yeah, rotating anything is based on right click. And then, of course, if you want to change which axis you're turning something on, obviously with 6.0, it'll be nicer because rotation gizmo. But you have to be facing the right direction. And it'll rotate around whatever axis is facing through the center of the screen, which is a cumbersome and annoying, but sort of works once you get the hang of it. And they have the first delivery module prefabs on the way. All right. I just realized also that this thing is going to be completely built before they actually add the docks to it. Oops. That'll be fine, I guess. I could reshuffle parts to make it so that they build these first, but also this is the first piece they're going to build. Okay, whatever. We'll just pretend I laid everything out in the most sensible order instead of whatever that order actually is. So let's go open a new buffer in Sublime Text, and I'll copy over all the parts that are finished. Get them out of here. Also, is there anything that's in here that's not being used by anything else? Advanced components, microchips, Debano cells, and R metals. I don't think advanced components is used by anything else. Okay. So we'll go ahead and move that listing right on out of here. I do want to keep them available so I can use them later if I have to. All right. Now we just have to wait for that to actually get built, which is going to take a little while. This is just like a delivery or two away from having enough module prefabs. It'll definitely be done before, definitely have everything available before they finish building it. That's done. The builder's already left. This builder isn't actually a builder. I mean, it is, but it's loaded with Marines, so it's not useful for building. Okay. And now we wait. And we hope I got all my math right. Let's see. I don't think we can see the other station, unless that's it right there. It's... No, that's not it. Yes, that is it. Yes, no, maybe so. It's over this direction somewhere. Out past this other station here. Yeah, right there it is. This is the All Plate factory, which is getting scarily close to done, and we're going to have to start ordering miners for it soon. So time to fly in circles around stations? Oh, maybe. Also, maybe time to find something else to do, though. But I do want to look at this station because it is getting more complete. It's starting to do the bottom last bits of the station spine. This is going to need a lot of miners. How much do miners cost? I probably should just go ahead and buy some, because it's going to take them a while to fly down here. Let's see. You want size large. Herculon ore miner. I do not have a preset for this yet. Okay, let's make one. Crap thrusters, because who cares if they're a little slow to turn. We'll go with best shields, why not? I don't want missile launchers. Dual lasers are fine. Mining turret is fine. But yeah, I don't want missile launchers on my miners because I had to reload the missiles if they use any, and no thanks. Okay. We don't want concussion missiles. We don't want flares, largely because I don't want to reload them when they run out. We'll buy a few of those. A few of those. Okay, 5 cargo drones, 3 repair drones, 15 mining. That should be about right. No marines. Full service crew. Okay, I'm gonna go save this. Boom. Did I not actually save that? No, I missed the button. Okay. 6 million. Almost on the dot. Let's buy 10 of them. And then let's buy some gas miners. Okay. Basic thrusters. That'll save us about 1 million or 2. Leave all that alone. No missile launchers, please. Dual laser turrets. Software is fine. No light concussion missiles, please. 5, 3, and 15 drones again. No flares. No marines. Full service crew. Save loadout. And this is 7.7 million. Probably because I bought a lot of other stuff previously. And we'll buy like 5 of these. Goodbye, money. You'll be missed. All right. So it'll take like 9 minutes, 10 minutes for each batch of those to come out of the, what do you call it? Now, if you could go find a K to shoot. Unfortunately, if you wanted to tie some enemies on, we would have to go to New Republic space, and not sure about that. Not yet. I want to have a real navy before I start poking my nose into New Republic space. For one thing, combat is completely rebalanced in this mod, so fighters feel a lot squishier than they do in vanilla. So what are they actually working on in this? Ah, they're working on this end over here. Okay. Fortunately, we can't get a good view out the side windows because there's not any. I think... how much money do I have? None, effectively. How much money do I have in various stations around here? Let's see. Let's see what the Oops has got going as far as cash. 126 million already? I thought I just drained its account a little bit ago. Well, let's drain its account again. I should go to visit the faction rep again and buy a few blueprints. How is the Bespin solar power plant doing? There's where I drained its accounts last time, I think. No, that can't be it. Did I drain its accounts? Because this looks like just normal activity. I must not have. This place is the only one that actually continues to give me money without me having to specifically come grab it. The others, I let them sit for quite a while to see if they would start giving me money, and they haven't yet. They just keep building up their own accounts. Oh, let's see about the Sunspot, what it's doing. The Sunspot is a copy of that other station. Okay, it is. Maybe the Sunspot's doing the same thing finally. I just pulled 43 million from this earlier. The Sunspot doesn't seem to do the same thing where it gives me money periodically. Maybe it'll start now, we'll see. Hopefully it does. But anyway, there's not a whole lot of money at the Sunspot to grab, so we'll leave it alone. None of these stations are selling anything yet. So, let's take our 134 million. Let's go talk to the faction representative about some Imperial bits.
Autopilot engaged.
Namely, I would like to acquire a admin center, Imperial admin center. Reminded you to check your stations. Found 8 million sitting around doing nothing. I wonder how much I have just sitting in stations at the moment, even though I just checked them all. I bet it's more than I think. Yeah, I have 18 million scattered in station accounts. Just stuck there. I could probably pull all of it out if I wanted to, but... Well, it does remind me. I put a little bit into this station's, Oh, I need to put in drone orders as well. I need to make sure all these have cargo drones available. Because while I do have cargo drones on board the ships, I think cargo drones on the stations help make it go faster.
Jump completed.
And
Necropolis.
station unload speed, well, it's better if it's higher. Let's go ahead and order not that many. Let's go ahead and put an order for about 50 cargo drones. And about, 10 or so repair drones. Then we'll have to give the station account a little bit of money. Let's go over here. Let's clean out the... I think I gave this guy a little bit of money.
Jump
Yeah, I
completed.
did.
Jakku.
How about no money? I was trying to figure out why my ships weren't delivering, and it's like, fine, I'll give you some money and see if that fixes it, but it didn't. I didn't expect it would, but it was worth a try. Okay. You need to have actual docks before we can have anything delivered. I did have drones ordered here already, right? 100 cargo, no repair. Okay, that's not good. Let's take 5 repair drones available. It's important to have some repair drones just because if somebody bumps into the station and does like a single hit point of damage or whatever, or accidentally shoots it
Jump
once,
completed. Rakata Prime.
having just a couple repair drones will fix it right up. Hello, survey. Welcome here. Like this station shows is slightly damaged, I think from me ramming into it once. This place has drones, right? Yes. It doesn't need very many, but it has some. Also, it's full up on energy cells. I should assign a large ship to this station. Try to keep all your station funds topped off so they don't ask for more. You actually let those greedy bastards decide how much they get?
Autopilot disengaged.
Do I just tell my stations they should be happy with whatever I give them and then ignore whatever their demands for more?
Jump completed. Yida.
Works out pretty well. Except, of course, from the periodic whining. But anyway. It'll take this
Autopilot engaged.
a while to build. I really should have reshuffled the parts so that it would build the docks first. It's not too late. I could still move the bits. Okay, fine.
Jump
Screw it.
completed. Christie.
There. Now it'll do a couple of these, and then it will do the docking platforms. And then it'll go ahead and do the rest of the thing. Slightly more sane order. Wish pilots would fix their ships. You like having to dislike having to repair 20 fighters or pay money. If you have a carrier for your fighters, you can go into individual orders, is it? And set, where is it? Automatic resupply to high. I think
Jump
that'll automatically
completed.
repair fighters
Rebel.
that are assigned to it. I think. Fighters that aren't assigned to it, you'll still have to have them, give them direct orders to repair there, though. But I think that has it automatically repair its minions when they land. Also, obviously, you can get that as a global order. which is somewhere around here. There we go. I should do that. Boom. I'm not sure what the different levels of automatic resupply do, and this doesn't say. But somebody told me that it's just set it to high and leave it alone, and I haven't bothered to figure out what the other levels do since then. Anyway. But that should work with carriers. I'm not sure how fleet auxiliaries work. I've never used them. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, Imperial Ascendancy. I need to go down and blow them away so they stop annoying me.
Jump completed. A readout. Autopilot disengaged.
Wherever it was, they blew up.
Autopilot engaged.
They probably attacked a freighter and discovered that my freighters have more teeth than they expected. Okay, this acclimator, I probably should assign it to run back and forth between the energy cell production and the trade station here, and then take the current freighter, which is rather small and a bit wimpy. How many energy cells do I have here? 121k?
Ascendia.
I don't need to do it yet.
Autopilot disengaged.
Autopilot doesn't like asteroid fields. Somebody blew up another Imperial Ascendancy ship. We haven't got a help, I'm being attacked alert from whoever they're shooting, so I'm going to assume the situation is under control. Probably a bad assumption, but if they are attacking what I think they are, it's likely to be a large freighter, which means that it's probably safe.
Auto jump completed. You're on.
We're still inside of an asteroid field. Let's leave the autopilot off. Not a very dense one, so we're probably safe just running through here at autopilot, but autopilot likes to derp out at the worst possible times. Yeah, if I can buy a couple of the last station pieces that I want here, particularly the admin center, a few other Imperial themed looking things, like maybe some Imperial storages or something. I don't really like the Terran style storages though. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like them. I kind of like them and I kind of don't like them. I'm kind of ambivalent about them, I guess I should say. Yeah, anyway. I'm tempted to buy the workforce stuff, but also I don't want to, because if I go ahead and buy that crap, really what I should do is just go ahead and get the ability to steal module blueprints. Research that instead, because that ended up being a lot cheaper. The only reason I bought the production modules I wanted is because I'm too lazy to go do the research, despite the fact that it'd be cheaper. Which, the next time I free up a construction ship, I should start putting some storage on the research station. And then maybe get a few of the freighters assigned to it, start dragging in the stuff. put a few, or put my highest level station manager on there and assign him a few medium freighters, and it should make research fairly painless. Especially as I continue to build up industry in that system. Let's see, we should be 3 or 4 jumps away. 3 jumps. Alright.
BFF bulk freighter.
It's like next is Monolist.
Jump beacon.
Yep.
Neonalinst.
And then I don't remember what the next one's called, and then Bastion.
Jump completed. Neonalinst.
Anyway. Off we go. I'd like to get
Defense platform.
some of the cooler bits that stick off of the default defense platforms as well, because those are going to look neat. Not sure how effective they are as far as station pieces go, but they look cool. Once we have freighters shipping all the various components to a central location, we need to actually turn that little defense station that is sitting in the next system into an actual real defense station. Probably basically tear what's there apart completely and rebuild it. And then, I mean, I don't really need to have a defense station there, but I'd like to have one there. Oh. And of course we need to buy all of the shipyard bits, which are not cheap, and we should probably start saving for them.
Jump completed. Bastion.
Technically, I think we'd only need like 110 million or so before we could buy the first shipyard for small mediums. Problem is I don't really want anything small and medium except maybe fighters at the moment. Admittedly, it would be nice to have a source of
Docking granted.
which one's that?
Docking aborted.
I don't want to dock at that one.
Imperial goes empty. TIE fighter. Docking granted.
There we go. I don't like docking on that side because then we can get subjected to very loud sound bugs sometimes.
Hello there.
Okay. Apparently, some of the other fighters in this mod have even more trouble getting in and out of the cockpit. And so sometimes some sections of the cockpit just flat out don't have collision, because you have to clip through the cockpit to get in and out of it. I think we lucked out by getting Imperials and having the ability to use, or just choosing to use the TIEs. Which means you have relatively spacious ball cockpits instead of, well, things like X-Wings and such like.
It's an honor to see you here.
I would like to buy a blueprint for a defensive module. Specifically, I would like to buy... Oh. I'm sorry, money. I want that Imperial Control Center. Massive Imperial Trade Station habitat. Not sure how many people it holds, but I kind of want it. Not interested in doing scrap. I assume they probably balanced scrap costs so that it's not so insane on energy, but Imperial Station storage. I'm going to buy that because who knows, it might look awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and buy the large containers because they look useful sometimes. Okay. We could buy this and it'll allow us to refit ships, but it's going to be a while until we have the ability to actually do anything useful with that. Imperial Wharf is only 116. Ooh. If we didn't buy any of the things that we're going to buy, we could actually afford this. Or we could go pull a bunch of money out of some accounts and be able to afford this anyway. Oops.
Good luck out there.
All right. Hello, station. This is a hold up. Hand over your money. We'll leave you alone just in case we break its ability to automatically pay out like it's supposed to. This place was never automatically paying out anyway. For some reason, this place has finally realized that it's okay with having 0 credits. So that's cool. We need 6 more million. Maybe we might have to go back and raid the Bespin power plant after all. Trade station. Do you have any money left in your account that you don't need? Yes, yes you do. Okay, gimme. Because you shouldn't be buying anything either. It thinks it needs a huge amount of materials. We'll give it a little bit of money. It says 100 out of 360 drones. I only have 5 on order. It's smoking something. Okay, we can afford to buy the wharf now.
It's an honor to see you here.
I'm sorry, I can't resist.
Good luck
Also,
out there.
I didn't want to click that button. I want to
It's
click
an
the other
honor
one.
to see you here.
Show me blueprints, modules, build modules, Imperial Wharf. Goodbye, money. You will be missed.
Good luck out there.
All right, we'll be able to build fighters. Once we buy, you know, fighter blueprints.
It's an honor to see you here.
Which costs several more million. Scimitar Assault Bomber. I would like to buy that, but obviously we can't. We can buy the TIE Interceptor. But for now, I think we're going to buy just the basic TIE Fighter blueprint. Do I have...
Good luck out there. It's an honor to see you here.
like to buy a blueprint? Equipment? Weapons? We'll make sure we have something that we can use to equip on the TIE Fighter. Shield generators, I bought most of these already. Engines, I think I bought none of these apparently. Oops. Where's the, here we go. Not sure which one of these actually goes on the TIE fighter, but I think it's probably this one. Guess we'll find out. Thrusters. Small Combats Mark III. And that should be everything we need to equip a TIE fighter.
Good luck out there.
I think. Somewhat minimally equip a TIE fighter, maybe. That should allow us to equip a TIE fighter. Now, obviously, we won't be able to build all that for a while. We need to get weapon production and shield production up first. And also actually build our engine production station rather than just have it designed. And we need to actually put that wharf on something. But someday, hopefully in the not too distant future, home-built TIE fighters will be a thing. And we will be the scourge of the universe.
TIE Interceptor Royal.
Get out of my seat, please. Here's some of our miners. Lined up and waiting to leave. We should go ahead and order them to go park somewhere in the station and assign a few of them to the area I call it. They're lined up quite neatly. Not sure how many are here, but it's a bunch. I doubt these have docks on them, but we can sit on top of one when it starts moving. Let's go ahead and grab all of the ones that are here. It looks like we've got a mix of gas and ores coming out next. And these are all ores. Okay, unselect Mountain Fighter. And then you guys can just sail right on down to the home system and park over here and out of the way. How's that sound? Meanwhile, get a good view of the majestic herd of whales setting off on its great migration. Traveling down to the south for the winter. Or wherever it is whales go. In this case, I think they are definitely traveling to the galactic south, so... Oh well. Let's go lead them on their trip. Probably don't have to wait around for them to slowly charge their engines. We can just set off ahead. What ship are they? Herculon, something like that, miners?
Autopilot. Engaged.
Let's see. They're these things.
Jump
actually
completed.
loaded out with
Ascend.
engines and stuff like that. I don't think I've ever seen or heard of them before, but then I once again have to admit I've never actually seen any of the Star Wars movies, so who knows, they may have gotten a split second of screen time at some point. Or they could have gotten a lot more than that. In any case, they look vaguely Imperial, and the Empire sells them as their minor selection, so.
Jump completed.
How?
You're on the list.
Wait, you haven't heard that I never saw Star Wars movies before? I thought that was well known around here. Yes, indeed. I am probably the only Star Wars fan you'll ever run into who's never seen a single one of the Star Wars movies. Why? I don't know, I just don't watch that much video content. A little bit of YouTube now and again. I have, however, read a significant fraction of the Expanded Universe books. And, of course, all of the novelizations for
Jump completed.
the only movies that
Mega
actually
Miner.
exist. AKA not the Disney ones. Anyway. It always seems to shock people when they hear that for the first time, and I can't figure out why. Yeah, when it comes to movies, I've seen not very many of them. I thought you should talk about Star Wars movies. I'm just talking about movies in general. I don't really watch movies.
Jump
It's like telling us
completed.
you don't have to
You're
breathe
on.
to stay alive. Of course we're shocked. Yeah, you name an important movie, important culturally movie, probably haven't seen it. There's a few here and there that I've gone out of my way to watch, but just not a movie kind of guy, I guess.
Autopilot. Disengage.
Also, the autopilot's gonna ram us into that rock up there. Jurassic Park? I read the books, does that count? Blade Runner? Nope.
Autopilot. Engaged.
I don't even really know what the whole Blade Runner plot is, honestly. Although I did read the Philip K. Dick story that Blade Runner is inspired by. I don't want to say based on because it's not, but inspired by. The Android's Dream of Electric Sheep, or whatever it's called again. Yeah, but seriously, I just don't watch movies. There's a few, but not very many. A lot of movies that are based on a book or something like that, I've probably read the book. So, like, for example, Jurassic Park. I've read all of Crichton's. I want to say all of the books he's written, but I'm not sure if that's true.
Autopilot. Disengage.
I've definitely read most of them, though. Including, of course, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and so on. I don't really like videos at the end of the day because they're so slow. In the time that you take to watch a movie, I could have read a book or two, or three.
Jump completed. The readout.
Depending on the book, of course. A good book is much more information dense than a movie is. Movies are kind of like a short story in a lot of ways. And I also don't like short stories. Because about the time they start getting good, you're done with them. So I just read a lot and don't really watch much. Outside of a little bit of YouTube. But most of that I watch while I'm doing something else, so it hardly counts.
Jump completed. Elam.
And there's a surprising number of things that I am fans of, where everybody's fans of the movies, and I've never seen them. But I read the book. It's a very kind of, I don't know. I don't want to really call it very different, but different people like different kinds of entertainment, I guess. And at the end of the day, it's more or less the same story. But anyway. So I'm sure a few of you found that as a shocking revelation, but for the rest, well, you were all shocked previously, I guess. Come on, autosave, hurry up. I got places to be. Well,
Jump
okay.
completed.
I don't actually
Go.
have places to be. Because when we get there, it'll just be, okay, now what do we do? So I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time redesigning the... Oh, I don't have a construction ship to work on it, I guess. I was going to say redesign the research... or building the research facility, but I don't actually have a construction ship free for it. And I definitely can't afford to buy another one. And I don't think our newest station... I need to check its progress, but I don't think it's progressed far enough to...
Jump completed. Christie.
I probably need to organize some freighter trips to distribute supplies. We'll make a stop at the Sunspot as we go by through here. Here we are at the Ashes Sunspot, which is where we get all of our energy cells. It's a lovely little station.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
And it actually makes me a surprising amount of money.
Docking granted. Docking
Anyway,
avoided.
we're not gonna dock there. We're just gonna fly past. Onward to our destination. Okay, let's see. We've got 3, 4, 5 more jumps left before we're there. Anyway, someday, when I get bored enough,
Jump completed. Get up.
I'll have to sit down and actually watch the Star Wars movies. And maybe a few others as well. It just takes so much time. It's like one of the few things that I have actually watched is Stargate. Almost all of it. I didn't watch the last series, and I didn't watch a couple of the movies. It's like I watched the original Stargate movie, I watched all of SG-1, I watched all of Atlantis. You know how long it takes to get through all that? Especially, even if you're like me and tend to make liberal use of the skip ahead key. It takes forever to get through anything like that kind of content. And while movies tend to be faster paced than a TV show, it's still... After a while, it just drags on and on. Have I met your friend Radar? I don't recognize that name. Although I have met this Radar.
Jump completed. Jakku.
Like a long book series. Could sit down and crank that out in a day or two, no problem. Unless it's like a really ridiculous one. It helps with finding movies to watch. Yeah. I have my own sources for that kind of thing, shall we say. And if they're on Amazon, I might even watch them legit. As long as they don't expect me to pay any money for it. Oh.
Completed. Necropolis.
It's kind of funny that on one hand you can get streaming services that charge you like 10, 15 bucks a month. And then on the other hand, they're like, for this particular movie, we want $3 per time you watch it. How about no? Watched all of Star Trek Voyager, Enterprise, Original, Deep Space Nine, and Next Generation. Now see, that would be a lot of content.
Etrizia.
I have very little memory of watching a little tiny bit of Star Trek as a kid. That would have been on or whatever if I was at a grandparent's house or something like that. Because see, we never had TV at home when I was growing up, which probably has a lot to do with my current habits, but anyway. Let's see, how's this going? It is stopped building at the harbor because we're out of module prefabs and we need to wait for a ship to deliver some. Alright. Meanwhile, you are also waiting on delivery of module prefabs, although it's not stopped. Where are those blasted freighters? What are you doing, you piece of shit? Go ahead and clear the failed behaviors. Sometimes that makes them wake up and go do things. We definitely should get some more traders assigned around here. How many module prefabs do you need? 9,000. Okay, so we can safely just use the acclimator for this. Boom. And trade with the build storage. Boom. And when you're done, get back over there. About to throw this ship captain out of an airlock if he completely misses another jump gate. Yeah. Oh, autopilot and AI pilot. What would we do without you? So why are these fools not trading properly? Again. Oh, they're stuck on buying droid parts. Damn you. I wish I had some control over what exactly they want to trade. But because this station wants to buy drones, they refuse to do any trading other than buying drones for the station. We get where we're going faster, that's what. But it would take all the fun out of life if the AI just did it right the first time. Okay, no, it probably wouldn't. But anyway. I would like to get some droid parts. Who might possibly sell those? Boom, you would sell them. Let's go check this. We'll put a little more money in the station account. Okay. No trade restrictions, so they should just be able to make the required number of jumps to go get them. Whatever. Got the autopilot epically failed line earlier, flew into another ship that had plenty of time to react to and avoid. Yeah, it's always weird when it does that. It's like, but even worse is when you're flying straight through an asteroid field. There's a big old asteroid right in front of you and it doesn't even slow down, just plows right into it. Yeah. Anyway. We never had TV at home when I was a kid, so I never really got into the habit of watching stuff. But we did go to the library regularly. So I read a lot. And I think that had a pretty strong influence on my habits as an adult. Although I do watch more and read a little less than I used to as a kid. I tend to be pretty picky about what I watch. Largely because it consumes a lot of time that I could be doing something else. Like playing video games or reading. I think I'm going to build the shipyard onto this thing. Somewhere. Probably put like large ships out one side and smalls out the other or something. Who knows? And then obviously we'll have research on here. So if we're delivering all the parts for ship production to this station, everything should work out. Anyway, let's fly over here to the cable spool. And then I'll check on the freighters to see if they're still not moving. If need be, I'll assign one of them to go buy the droid parts if they stop being weird. Actually, how many droid parts do I need for this? We need 5. 5 lousy droid parts. Okay. They have 8 of them available here. No, they're trying to buy 8 of them there. Oops. Okay, no wonder they can't find them. You need to go way up here, apparently, to find the nearest ones. Alright. Let's just buy as many as we can. And we'll bring 300 and some droid parts down. And we'll store them... Well, not there. We'll store them here at our trade station so they're available for use as needed. Alright. Hello, Kirk. Nice stream title. Seem a little low on funds. Yeah, we bought a few things. For example...
Uraklon miner.
These ore miners that are just starting to arrive right now. Also, we bought the blueprints for the wharf, which took 116 million. And we bought blueprints for a TIE fighter and the remaining parts we would need to actually build a TIE fighter. That was cheap, though. And we bought a couple other station parts, which were less cheap. Anyway, let's ride the whale herd.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, the acclimator's finished its job.
Awaiting orders.
First of the ore miners are reporting they've reached their position.
Awaiting orders.
You warned him, let's try a new captain. I'm sure you've been around while I stood as close as I could get to them and said mean things about my captains as they very slowly undocked from a AI station before.
Awaiting orders.
Anyway. Let's go meet up with this group of whales up here.
Awaiting orders.
Wait, do these things have internal docking bays? Nah. It just kind of looks like it. Still, that's cool. Uh-oh. Please don't get stuck. Thank you. Well, that's kind of cool, but I'd rather not get stuck. Okay, let's assign some of these. We'll assign 2 gas miners and 4 ore miners to this factory for now. Assign role, mine for commander, group alpha. I did assign a idiot to work here, right? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. So we started receiving energy cell shipments. Small ones, admittedly, but some. We're definitely going to have to start boosting up the amount of energy cells that get delivered. These guys want 60 droid parts. Where did you get 34 credits? Did you sell something? Oh, they've been buying. Please stop buying stuff. Thank you. Only buy from us. Only buy from us. Only buy from us. For graphene. Do not create a buy offer. Refined metals. Do not create a buy offer. Actually, I think I'm going to have to create buy offers and then tell them never to buy it. Create buy offer. Never buy. Create buy offer. Never buy. Okay. They will sell, though.
Awaiting orders.
A pod of whales. Something like that. So all the money I gave them to buy droid parts, they wasted on buying other stuff. So we'll give them a little bit of money so they can afford to buy droid parts. After the autosave is done. Which will happen someday. Come on, autosave, hurry up. And there we go. I think I'm going to take... I wish I had a bit more money. I really should take this acclimator and assign him to do trading to bring in energy cells. And then I should take the current energy cell ship and have it assigned here to do in-system trading as well. But we'll worry about it later. Droid parts make drones. Shame you can't make your own droid army. You actually can. Because these guys, let's see. These guys sell droid fighters. And when I was looking at these earlier, I was like, wow, how in the world does anybody fit in there to fly them? Because surely they allow you to pilot these, right? Wrong. They don't allow you to pilot these. Well, I'm not sure about these. Like the Vulture droids, these are AI only starfighters. Matter of fact, I own a droid fighter around here somewhere. Well, not fighter, but I own a probe droid. Where did I park that damn thing? I parked it around here somewhere. I think. I don't know. Why am I looking there when I can just look in the list? I didn't get rid of it, did I? I don't see it anywhere. I'm probably looking right past it. TIE Phantom, TIE Shuttle, TIE Interceptor, TIE D, Defender. Defender Corvette, Custom Corvette. Maybe I got rid of it. It's a capital ship? I definitely don't have it assigned aboard here. And I don't see it listed as a... Yeah, it's not aboard the Pretender. I wonder where that thing went, because I don't see it anywhere in the list here. I don't think it's docked anywhere. Because it should just show up under one of these if it was docked there. And it would also show up down here because not assigned to anybody. Oh, maybe it got kablooied. Anyway, I have a probe droid somewhere. Or I had a probe droid somewhere. Oh, you're talking about the destroyer that there's a all droid destroyer. Okay, I didn't read chat completely. I am curious what happened to that damn probe droid now. Okay. I must have had the probe droid exploring and it got killed by the New Republic. I forgot about that. Okay. Interesting. I probably sent it off to get killed because I didn't like the damn thing. It was loud and annoying. It made constant probe droid noises whenever you were close to it. So if you had docked at the same dock that you were at, it was not great. Okay. But anyway, yeah, you can definitely, they figured out how to make droid work. Which I guess they probably just did the same thing that the base game does for the Rear columns. For the Xenon. Just made them player controllable. I don't know if the game does anything special for the Xenon or not, actually. I'm guessing they probably just have a control class that doesn't require it to have a cockpit for them. But anyway. Oh, let's see. What should we go do while we wait for things to happen? So far, I've actually managed to keep the... Let's go check out the new station. It should be... right there. Right just above the... where do I call it? Right smack dab in front of us. We're upside down, though. This is the new station? It looks surprisingly complete for a new station. Okay, it's just because from this angle we could see the partially completed docking thing here. So we've got a little bit of liquid storage, a little bit of solid storage, and then out past this will be 2 units of cargo storage. Where to, Captain? Second star to the left and all the way to morning. Well, maybe not. Yeah. First, it's going to build this pier, and then right over here in this empty spot is going to be a standard Imperial dock module. And then next, it's going to build the container storage, and then it will start building the actual production modules down the sides. This is actually a pretty cool looking little station. Yeah, this is what it's going to look like, sort of, when it's done. Not particularly complicated. Not particularly expandable. But it doesn't really need to be, because this is going to produce enough to produce a lot of... Assuming I got my math right anyway. This will produce enough to get a lot of... a lot of engine parts. More than we'll need, hopefully. How is this doing? It looks like we started building Durasteel plate production. So it's a good thing we got the miners here to assign to it right away. Have they started delivering goods? A little bit. Got some refined metals and graphene. Durasteel plates are going to start coming online. We can probably stop shipping in Durasteel plates soon, which means the freighter that's hauling Durasteel plates can instead be assigned to do other things. Let's go... let's see. Right over there is the Durasteel plate factory. So as soon as the Durasteel plate factory is done, we're going to reassign its construction ship to building... probably a shield factory? If not a shield factory, then... well... we have 3 more stations we need to build.
Docking granted. Docking aborted.
We need to build a wharf and research center onto the research center. We need to build the shield station, and we need to build the weapons station. So we'll probably have it start work on... oh, probably the shield station. And then as soon as the construction ship that's at this station is... or as soon as the construction ship that's at the engine station is done, it'll probably move on to weapons. And then whichever one of those finishes first, we'll go ahead and work on the research slash early shipyard station. Once that's done, we'll be able to produce TIE fighters. As many as we want. Which we'll probably produce in industrial quantities and sell to the Empire. As a way to make some serious cash. Yes, the top half of this is completely done. We're just working on the bottom half now. There are going to be 4 total modules like this. They each have 4 of these hull part, or what are they called in this mod again? Durasteel plate factories. You hope the research section has a lot to offer. It's all the same research as vanilla. So you start everything that's unlocked right now is what starts unlocked. So they do give you basic mods and the first level of teleportation, which reminds me, I really need to get cracking on teleportation 1 and 2. Antimatter converters, advanced electronics are all things we're going to have to build factories for as part of our plasma conductors, another one. So I probably want to build the big 3 engine shield weapon factories before I actually seriously start research, just so I don't have to buy that crap. Alright, who dares? One of the big miners rammed me, I think, by accident. Oh. At least I hope it was by accident.
Euroclon miner. Cargo drone. Euroclon miner.
Those two are having a bit of a close encounter. Currently we only have 4 piers. But eventually this is going to get 8 piers. Mutiny? Possibly. Alright. Now, from here, let's see if I can spot a station. There we go. And then right there is the cable spool. Which I keep calling it the cable spool. I might as well just name it that. Currently, the hull plate factory and the engine factory don't have names. I'm just going to go ahead and name this the cable spool. There, now it's official. And if you can't figure out why this is called the cable spool, I'm not sure how to help you. But anyway, this is the transshipment station for anything that's being shipped in and out of the system. Eventually, I'll probably ship extra stuff here for sale, maybe? Probably not. Anything that is going to be explicitly loaded up on ships and hauled out of the system, though, might be transshipped here first. We'll see. But this is definitely where stuff is being shipped in, and this will probably be used for food and medical supplies. They get shipped into the system. Assuming I ship them in. I don't actually know how I'm going to handle that yet. But anyway, it's way larger than it has to be. Okay. The droid parts aren't here yet. It'll take them a little while to show up. We have a bunch of Durasteel plates available. Energy cells. And it looks like we're out of module prefabs locally. Interesting. Does that mean they delivered some out here? Maybe a few. Hard to tell. Okay, we're short on Durasteel plates there. Well, we have plenty in stock. Where are those blasted Gazantes? This one's still wandering around trying to figure out what to do. The other one is headed back with its load of droid parts. Okay. The game's chugging a little bit. Maybe we shouldn't be sitting next to this station. May I please close the map now? Hello? Game? Are you feeling okay? Well, that's concerning. Does anyone else remember the last time this happened? Because I sure do. Thankfully, it never crashed or anything. Also, I just spent a bunch of time fighting to get the stupid map closed, and I opened it up like a dumbass. I'm too used to the map being almost instant open and close, and using it as a kind of weird way to cancel things. But in this case, I was going to check to see which direction my fighter is facing. It's not worth it. Let's just fly away from the station and see if performance improves. Once I get the blasted map to close again. Well, welcome to X4, Slideshow Edition. I hate to guess what the frame rate is right now. I think it's probably something like 0.5 though. And there's no reason it should be like this either. We don't have that much going on. And that station isn't particularly large or complicated. Well, can I get the travel drive discharge? Let's quick save just in case. This is moderately concerning. Well, the last time this happened, I tried to reload the game and that didn't change anything. And then what all happened? I think we just figured out that if I got away from certain things and waited for a bit, it fixed itself. After a while, everything was just fine again. Okay. Well, this is not a great sign of anything. Let's see if we can get over there to that gate and get through it. That might cause it to wake back up. Whoa. Okay.
Jump beacon. Necropolis.
There we go. Aha. And now we've been freed. Very temporarily. Let's not go through the jump gate just yet. That was really weird. But apparently we have been freed from the clutches of the performance killer. Also,
Acclimator 1 transport.
he's going to dock to the cable spool. I think it might be a good idea to avoid the cable spool for a while. But it wasn't like an individual station that caused problems last time, so I don't know what the deal is. Weird. I'm pretty sure there's nothing going on in the background in my system. Especially nothing that would use enough resources to cause that kind of performance hit while we're here. Let's go see what is finished up here in the way of miners, and let's bring them back down here where I can deploy them as needed later. Something in the mod isn't loading properly? Probably. Because I don't think I've ever seen that exact problem in vanilla. And I've seen it twice in this mod. Now in vanilla I've had bad frame rate before, but not like that. But the two times I've had it happen in this mod, if I stuck it out long enough, it eventually started behaving. It didn't seem to matter what I did until then. Let's see if we can hitch a ride. I still think it's kind of awesome how you can, if you're close to a large ship when it enters travel drive, you can just hitch a ride on it. It gets kind of weird. It definitely doesn't like it when you hitch a ride, but it works. So why do I have... Sometimes it glitches out if you're too close to it and they drop out of travel drive prematurely. So let's ride a little farther away. This is completely pointless, but it's cool. Did they just drop out of travel drive again? I think they just dropped out of travel drive again. Also, I'm reasonably certain these ships aren't quite to scale. Well, maybe. Maybe. Because I guess if you judge like those bridge windows versus the size of the cockpit in this might be a little too big, and that might be a little too small. Anyway. Let's leave this thing alone. It doesn't appear to want to fly properly when I'm close to it. Probably having nerves because being watched. It was about reached this parking spot, so that's probably where it should have been. Somewhere up here. Yeah, this is the parking area where we have all our ships parked. Okay, let's check to see how things are going. This thing needs a manager. It has a shipment of Durasteel plates on the way. One of the Gazantes finally woke up and decided to haul it. These guys, everything's going properly. Cable spool is finished. Let's go ahead and check its... Yep, it's built the drones that it wanted to build. It should have some extra drone parts in store, but I don't think it'll distribute them automatically. I would have to go do it manually. I just need to remember that they're there, though. Let's actually go ahead and add droid parts as something that they are selling. Where is droid parts on the list? I thought this was sorted alphabetically. Oh, there they are. They're already listed here, of course. We'll create a sell offer. Only buy from us. Automatic pricing off. Set at the minimum price. Automatic sell amount off. Sell all of them. All but one, apparently. Automatic storage allocation off. Turn this down to only hold like a few. Let's just set this to 500. Okay. I wish I could set this to sell all but 0, but they won't allow you to do that. I could put in a buy offer, but there's no point to do that. The important thing is that there's an Imperial Gazanti arriving to buy some to take to other stations around that need droid parts. Going to flood the market? Just the local market. So only my own stations can buy from there. Although I might set it up so that eventually other people can sell to here to keep a certain amount in stock at all times. For right now, I'm just setting it up so that I can dump some there and have the local freighters distribute it. Because that's the whole point of this station, is I can assign a bunch of medium freighters to it, and then whatever I put on this station can be distributed to all my other stations as needed. Currently, there's only 2 medium freighters assigned to it, but eventually I'll have like 10 or 15 probably. Right now it's serving as a central point to drop off energy cells, building materials, and now droid parts. That way I don't have to have everybody go pick up from where they need to go. I might even have it so that each station is assigned a freighter to haul their stuff to the cable spool. Whatever they're exporting. And then from the cable spool, go to wherever it needs to go. It depends. Probably not, though. Some of the stuff is definitely not worth doing that with. Like, technically, the engine factory is going to produce more Tabana gas than it needs, which I'm not sure why they have engines using Tabana gas. I thought that was weapons, but anyway. Maybe engines use it as well? I have to admit, I don't remember. But in this mod, engines use Tabana gas anyway. Although bizarrely, turrets don't. Weapons do, turrets don't. Whatever. Let's grab a manager off the Pretender. Okay, skill as a manager. Boom. You, congratulations, work somewhere else for me. You will work aboard the new engine part factory that I haven't named yet. Congratulations. It's odd the turrets don't. Yeah. I was quite surprised when I saw that turrets didn't require Tabana gas cells. I figured they would be an important component for turret components, if nothing else. Okay. So this guy wants credits, he wants a subordinate, and he wants cargo drones restocked. For cargo drones, he wants smart chips. I probably should import some smart chips. But he got his droid parts. He's not going to get a subordinate. Yet. Maybe ever, we'll see. And he certainly doesn't need more credits, so you can just be happy with what he has. The cable spool has no upkeep missions. Awesome. And this place doesn't have any more either. Okay, that's good. This place has none. Alright. Actually, let's take a look at the mission screen. Upkeep missions. Defender Corvette wants a captain. The survey wants a subordinate, and they want credits. High-tech factory. Okay, Bespin Solar Power Plant wants a builder assigned. What? Did I accidentally make changes to the Bespin Solar Power Plant? No. What do you want a builder assigned for? I couldn't assign a builder even if I wanted to. Weird. Okay. That's weird. Huh. Okay. I can't do that, but it wants me to do it anyway. And the defense platform wants a manager. Who cares? That station's there as a technicality more than anything else. It's not real. Which reminds me. I bought some new stuff. I want to see how it looks. This is the Imperial Control Center. Ooh, we could put that right in the middle of the circle and that looks so awesome. Well, I do believe that I know how this is going to work out. That's kind of cool. That's really kind of cool. Um, let's see. So this is 6-lobed. Yeah. Well, we're not going to put that in there right now, but it's all messed up anyway. Okay, what's the Imperial Admin Center look like? Okay, then we could attach that here. Remove both of these remove that module, please. You can go as close to centered in here as I can manage. Then we'll put Imperial Admin Center on one side. We'll get rid of the old Admin Center. And this is going to be my future shipyard. I don't think there's any reason to put an Imperial Admin Center on here because this also counts as an admin center. Boom. How much is this going to cost if I was to put it on there? 3,000 Durasteel plates, 1,500 energy cells, 800 module prefabs. Okay, it's not even that expensive. Obviously we would need to have okay, this isn't perfect, just the annoying part. None of these bits are perfectly across from each other. Oh well, good enough, I suppose. But anyway, it looked very cool. How would I power it? Doesn't need power. But anyway, if I remove this existing admin center, I remove the existing dock, I put a couple Imperial docks on sides, build shipyard on it somewhere. We do have an Imperial Wharf piece here. Oh. That's not the vanilla wharf at all. Okay, that's extra cool then. Put a couple Imperial Wharf modules on it. Put a couple Imperial shipyard modules on it. This is going to be my shipyard in the center of my empire. And that wharf looks so tiny in comparison. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to put some storage on it. Can I? Oh baby. Can I clip another one on the top? Please say yes. This has 3.2 million storage. Normal large storage is what, at 1 million? 1.1 million for the large container. Okay, so it's not quite as ridiculous as it might be. Oh, baby. Yeah, I think I know how this station's gonna look. I think I've got this station design just the way I want it. As close as I can get it with this outer ring being a bit weird. And then we have this gigantic edifice of storage in the center. I don't think there's any reason to have gas or solid storage on a shipyard. We remove that. We remove that. I have gone from we're going to build this someday to I'm just going to go ahead and build this now, I think. We'll put the wharves on opposite sides. And then we'll put oops. One of these derpy harbor modules on the ends of those, I think. Damn it. Come on. Fine, go away. And there we go. Yep. I think that that's going to be sufficient for now. And then later we'll put a medium and a large, or, you know, not a medium and a large, but a large and a larger on each one of these connectors. Unfortunately, we don't have a free builder to assign to this. So it's just going to have to languish as a blueprint for now. Which is why I wasn't going to work on that yet, because I didn't have a free builder available. I guess I could grab an Imperial builder and hire him. If I can find one. Okay, this thing is not a builder. It's not equipped to be a builder. It is officially a builder, but it's not actually. Okay, we'll hire a construction ship. A load of energy cells are incoming already. We just need durasteel plates and module prefabs. And this will be all built right up. Cool deal. I wish this ring was a little bit more symmetrical. You can tell that the pieces aren't quite across from each other. And that's going to annoy the heck out of me, but oh well. For now, where's that? There it is. We'll put it squarely in our sights. It may take a while to build. Oh, we got so much stuff being built right now. It's going to take a long time for any of it to finish. most of these plate modules take 25 minutes each to build. So I have several hours of building on this station alone. This station here, same deal, but there's less to build on it in the first place. So this is probably a couple hours of building. This thing here is probably a couple hours of building. Then we have 2 more factories about this size or maybe a little larger. And once all 3 of those factories are done, we'll be able to start producing our first fighters here. So I give it 2, 3, maybe 4 streams from now. And we'll be able to start producing our own homegrown ships. Small and mediums only. Unless we have the 200 and some odd million we need to buy the large or medium shipyard. And the blueprints we need, which would be another 100 million or whatever. Thankfully, we have some miners and stuff to assign over here. A mix of gas and ore miners that I ordered. We'll need at least a couple of each on this factory. We'll need a couple more for each of the next 2 that we have to build. This place doesn't get any miners. This place doesn't get any miners. This place might need more miners. I don't actually know. We could probably use more miners, yeah. Maybe a couple gas miners. I think I assigned 2 gas miners and 4 ore miners to this place. But it looks like we need more ore miners. What will I do to spend all that time? I don't know. But I guess you'll have to tune in next time I play X4 to find out. Because it is 10:46. And I think I'm going to call it here. Oh, I need to do something about this lighting. It's terrible. Oh, well. Let's see. Who's doing what? It looks like nobody is doing anything. Wow, what a boring bunch. Not even wasted? Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we're probably not going to raid anybody. Slow Friday night, apparently. Tomorrow today is indeed Friday? Yeah, today's Friday, all right. Wow, it kind of snuck up on me. Well, that means tomorrow is Saturday. And Saturday means I'm going to be playing Oxygen Not Included for as much of the day as I can manage. And probably far later than what I should stop. We got pretty far. I played a little bit during the week. Improved our power situation a little bit. Cooled it off a little bit more than what it was when I ended last week. And starting tomorrow, well, I'm not sure what the next priority is, but we've got a bunch of stuff that needs to get done. So I hope to see you all here for that tomorrow. Hopefully around noon. Although knowing me, it'll probably be an hour or 2 later. Until then, I hope you all have an awesome night. And I will see you all later. Yeah. Good night. And where's OBS? There it is. Goodbye.